Finding a comfortable seated position to begin the practice in a meditation. Allowing the eyes to gently come to a close. Letting the muscles on the face completely relax. Let those shoulders melt away from the ears. And bringing the awareness onto the breath. Just beginning to notice the inhalations and exhalations. Starting to expand through the inhalations and lengthen those exhales. Inhale, expand, fill up the body. And exhale, let everything go through the mouth or the nose. Inhale, lengthen, expand. Use the breath. And exhale, release, let everything out, let it go. 3 more at your own pace. Bring the hands to prayer center in for Anjali Mudra, thumb knuckles on the heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude to honor yourself for showing up for the practice. Wherever you are in your life or your day, just knowing and reminding yourself that you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly the work that you need to be doing. And allowing the practice to move through you. Releasing the hands out in front of you, rolling onto your knees, coming in for Balasana, child's pose, toes come to touch, dropping the hips back onto the heels, letting the stomach come onto the thighs, walking the hands out forward, drop the forehead, third eye center down onto the mat. And keep tuning into that breath. Allow the eyes to close. Expand through those inhales and lengthen out those exhales. Feel this in your entire body, specifically your low back, really breathing into any tension that you hold up in there. Inhale, looking up at your hands, spider walking them over to the right off of the mat, placing the left hand on top of the right. Exhale, forehead comes down, side bend through that left body. Inhale, breathe into that left body. And exhale, let any tension release, let it go. Inhale, pick the head back up, spider walk the fingers through center and onto the other side. Left hand comes off the mat, right hand places on top of the left hand. Exhale, forehead down. Again, tuning into that breath, using the breath as the guide. Inhale, picking the head up, walking the hands back to center, placing the hands out in front of you, coming up onto the hands and knees For a tabletop position, wrists directly beneath shoulders, knees directly beneath hips, coming into some cat and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, look up to the sky, heart opens, chin up. And exhale, cat pose, chin to the chest, press the floor away, belly button hugs into the spine, press out that air. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Moving through 3 more at your own pace, whatever that looks like, adding or taking away where you need to. Lubricating the spine with the breath. And moving through 1 more cow pose, dropping the belly, looking up, open the heart. And exhale, tuck the toes, press back to downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, pressing through the pads of the fingers. Feel free to walk your dog out, picking up one heel and then the other, bending the knees in towards the belly. Maybe shaking out the head, yes and no, side to side. But eventually finding a static position, feeling your hands pressing your shoulders and the chest closer to those kneecaps, looking between those legs. Keeping the breath flowing, maybe closing the eyes. Couple breaths here. Coming in for our sun salutations. Inhale to the tippy toes, bend the knees, walk the feet up towards the hands. Little baby steps to start. We're just warming up the body here. Feet come in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Hands can come on the shin or the thighs. And exhale, forward fold. Drop the head down. Whatever that looks like for you is perfect. Inhale, reach up to the sky, press the hips forward, palms come to touch overhead, heart opener, and exhale, hands to prayer center, Anjali Mudra, let the eyes come to a close. Inhale, arms reach up and back, press the hips forward, and exhale, forward fold, drop the head over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands press down. We step back into a high plank. Starting by dropping the knees, hips come high, just like in cow pose. Drop the chest, chin down in between the hands. Swoop forward, drop the hips. Open up through the heart, press away through the hands, imagining the shoulder blades coming to touch behind you. Look up as you inhale. And exhale, chin to chest, spinal wave as you come back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, fill up, stay where you are. And exhale, let it go. Moving through 2 more sun salutations. Inhale to the tip toes, bend the knees, baby steps or 1 step up towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Imagine the crown of the head coming out top of the mat. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, drop the head down, chin to the chest. Inhale, arms reach up and back, press the hips forward, heart opens. And exhale, hands to prayer center, Anjali Mudra, close the eyes. Inhale, arms reach up and back, press the hips forward. And exhale as we forward fold into Uttanasana, surrender, chin to the chest. Inhale, long spine, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to high plank. You can either do knees down or you can lower halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Either way, inhale to up dog or cobra. Knees up or down. Look up. And exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Great job. Warming up the body, using the breath, taking a couple inhales and exhales. On the next inhale, we come to our tippy toes, bend our knees, baby steps, one step, or float up towards your hands. Inhale, long spine, halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, chin to the chest, drop that head. Inhale, arms reach up and back, heart opener, look up. And exhale, bring it in, receive, close the eyes. Inhale, let it go, arms reach up and back. And exhale, surrender, forward fold, Uttanasana, chin to chest, drop the head. Inhale, long spine, halfway. Exhale, drop the palm, step back to plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana, knees down or high to low, up to down. Exhale, down. Inhale, scoops you forward. And exhale, brings you right back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let everything out. Once you get here, take a deep inhale. And let it go, nose or mouth. Moving through a couple more foundational poses. Inhale, right knee comes into the chest, drops in between the hands. Back left foot spins flat at a 45 degree. Inhale, arms reach up, come in for warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Shoulders melting away from the ears, palms facing one another, dropping low through the hips, but engage through the core. Couple inhales and exhales here. Using the breath to go deeper into the pose, expanding the inhalations and lengthening those exhales. Exhale, hands come by our side. We step forward into chair pose, bend the knees. You should be able to see your toes. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Again, shoulders relax, palms facing one another. And exhale, forward fold, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, high plank, high to low, up to down, Chaturanga Dandasana, knees up or down. This time, inhale, left knee comes into the chest, drop it in between the hands, back right foot spins flat at a 45. Inhale, arms reach up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, palms facing one another, shoulders melting away from the ears. Inhale fills you up, and the exhale allows you to sink deeper into the pose. One more deep inhale. And exhale, drop the arms. We step forward into chair pose. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Drop the head, forward fold. Inhale, long spine halfway. Exhale, high to low, up to down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right foot drops in between the hands. This time, back left foot spins flat at a 90-degree angle. Front heel in line with the center of that back left foot. Inhale, root to rise. Arms open wide, palms facing down. Arms are strong. And placing that front right knee right over that right ankle. Dropping down through the hips, using the breath. Release that left hand on that back left leg. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Right arm reaches up and back. Feel that stretching through the side bend. And the exhale takes you to extended side angle, dropping that right elbow on that right knee. Imagining that right hand is holding a platter of fruit or chocolate or money, whatever you want it to hold. You manifest your own reality. Inhale, left arm reaches forward, open, and spin the heart up to the sky. Face the sky to the clouds or the ceiling, wherever you are. Again, inhale, we'll come in for that reverse. Left hand on that back left leg. Right arm reaches up and back. Straighten through that front right leg. And inhale, right hand reaches forward. And exhale, coming in for Trikonasana. Right hand can come anywhere on that right leg. Just be mindful of the knee. Again, spinning the heart up. Reach that left hand to the sky. Inhale, both arms are going to reach up. We'll spin that right foot back into center. Coming in for a wide leg forward fold. Hands come to center. Exhale, begin to forward fold over the legs. Doing your best to keep a flat spine. And dropping all the way. And dropping all the way down. You can grab elbow to elbow for more of a ragdoll forward fold and rock side to side, or you can walk the hands out in between the legs, dropping the head completely down, or you can interlace the peace fingers around the big toe to engage the backs of those legs. Taking 3 more rounds of inhales and exhales here. And picking back up, engaging the core, coming back up. This time coming into Warrior 2 on the left side with that left leg in front, just moving to the back of our mat. Again, you want that front left leg in line with the center of that back right foot. And exhale sinks us into our Warrior 2 posture, palms facing down. Reversing the Warrior 2, right hand back on that right leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up and back. And exhale, coming in for extended side angle, left elbow on that left knee. Right arm reaches forward. Inhale, reverse. Straighten that front left leg. And exhale, coming in for Trikonasana, reaching that left hand forward before dropping it down somewhere on that left leg. Spinning the heart open, right hand reaches up to the sky, look up. And exhale, this time framing that front left foot, coming in for that 3-leg downward dog like we did on that right side. Inhale, left foot reaches up to the sky. And exhale, coming forward into our plank, moving through our Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low, up to down, knees up or down. Coming back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. And exhale, right knee plants behind the right wrist, setting up for pigeon pose. So dropping that left knee onto the mat. And first, just starting up tall standing pigeon. Letting that left hip release. This is a foundational posture. So typically every yoga class has a really good hip releasing posture or hip opener. And I would just say typically most teachers tend to lean toward pigeon because it is so beautifully focused on the hips, and it's really not everyone's favorite pose. But like they say, if it's not your favorite pose, it's probably the one you need to be doing the most. So letting the breath carry you down into sleepy pigeon, letting the elbows come onto the mat, and maybe eventually releasing that forehead down. And again, awareness is on the breath, expanding on the inhalation, lengthening on the exhalation. Inhale, coming up onto the hands and picking yourself up, pressing back into a downward facing dog, walking out that leg and hip a little bit. When you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts high, and setting up for pigeon pose on the left side. Left knee comes behind that left wrist. Coming up tall to begin, opening through the heart, allowing that right hip to just continue dropping with the breath allowing you to go deeper into the posture. And eventually releasing down onto the elbows. And or maybe dropping the forehead down. And gently picking yourself up. Hands planting back down. Stepping into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. One final time, stretching out the backs of those hamstrings. Letting it go on an exhale. Inhale to the tiptoes. Baby steps or one step up towards the hands. Inhale halfway and exhale, dropping the bum down. Taking a couple rocks and rolls, massaging out the spine here. Rocking forward and back. And on a good roll back, rolling all the way into shoulder stand, allowing your hands to catch your low back here. You can either stay with knees bent in towards the belly if that feels good for you, or going ahead and extending the legs up overhead. Trying to align the hips over the chest. The chest is going to come into the chin, and that's totally okay, totally normal. Just allowing the breath to smooth out here in this posture. Allowing the face to totally relax. And closing the eyes. One more nice, beautiful inhale.
And exhale, switching the grip, dropping one leg down onto the mat and coming into bridge pose. Going to bring the hands in between onto the low back. It's okay if the hands aren't pressing together. But coming in for a modified supported bridge pose here. Soles of the feet onto the mat. Engaging through the glutes, lifting the hips up. And slowly releasing the hands down, coming down vertebra by vertebra with the spine, drawing the knees in towards the chest. And dropping the knees on over to the right, coming in for a final twist, rinsing out the spine. Knees dropping over to the right, head rolls opposite direction of the legs. Inhale, knees back through to center. And exhale, switch. Legs drop over, head rolls opposite direction. Inhale, knees back through to center. Hugging the forehead into the knees, crunching into a tiny little ball. And exhale, releasing the heels out to the corners of the mat. Dropping the head down, arms by the side, palms facing up, open to receive. Coming into our total recalibration and relaxation posture of Shavasana. And letting everything melt into the background, releasing control of the breath. Bringing ourselves back into the awareness of our body by placing the attention on the breath. Beginning to wiggle out our fingers and our toes, licking our lips, and gently rocking our head left to right. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Take a full body stretch. Bring the legs together. Stretch the toes. Open through the fingers. And exhale, roll onto your right or left side for fetal position. Using your arm as a pillow. Just taking a moment before continuing on with your day. And gently pressing ourselves up for a comfortable seated position at the tops of our mat. Just how we started the practice, coming full circle. Bringing our hands into our heart center, Anjali Mudra, thumb knuckles on the heart. Again, just taking a moment of gratitude for showing up on our mats today to practice for our being, for the physical health of our body, for the mental fortitude, and for the emotional awareness that yoga brings to us whenever we practice. Thank you for allowing me to guide this practice. Inhaling our thumb knuckles up to our third eye, forehead center, looking up to the sky, and closing the practice with an exhale. Together we bow our heads and say, Namaste. Have a great week.